Hi, welcome back. My name is Meng, and today I'm CNCing some more Zen boards for a customer. Quick announcement, right now I'm running a promo for my shop at buythegrain.co. If you watch to the end, you can receive the 10% discount code for my shop. I started by cutting down large stock on my crosscut sled. Because I don't have a table saw extension, I have to clamp my stock with some blocks to keep it from falling over and flexing. And yeah, sometimes when I think I'm ready to move on, right when I turned away, I hear a clunk. But it was okay because this is maple and it takes more than that to put a dent in it. I bring the cut stock over to my CNC machine and I'm applying double-sided tape on the underside of my stock. Sometimes you can never have too much tape because you need the tape to hold the piece together to reduce movement and vibrations. My stock is flat and pretty square, so I don't need to surface the top because my wasteboard is already square and calibrated. However, I did prep the surface starting with 120 grit and working my way up to 400 grit. I created my artwork in Illustrator and I exported that to Fusion 360 to create my toolpath. Then I imported my toolpaths to Cloud Create. Now it's just left to probe and calibrate the machine to my stock. I'm starting my new toothpath with the 90-degree V-bit, and I'm running 35 inches per minute with a 0.04 depth of cut, and I'm running that at 17,000 RPMs to mill the Zen Design channels. Next, I'm running a double flue end mill at 40 inches a minute with a depth of cut of 0.04 at 17,000 RPMs. For my next toolpath, I have to mill a contour around the part and a millimeter under my stock to create an outline to place my next set of boards for faster repeatability. I had to go through a few toolpath reiterations and I found out not all post-processing softwares are the same, and I was running into issues where it wasn't generating a smooth toolpath where each channel converged. And I found out in Fusion 360, even with the same settings, their toolpath gave me better and more consistent milling results compared to Carbide Create. I would definitely recommend Fusion 360 in the near future if you haven't used it already. You have more control over your design and your toolpath, and most importantly, it's free. I'm curious what software you guys are using for your toolpath. Post it in the comments if you have any recommendations. Now I have to vacuum the excess and flip over my part to add more double-sided tape to mill the chamfer of the bottom edge. Before I tried flush trimming, and that really didn't go so well. For some reason I kept on getting tear out, either at the top center radius or at the bottom center radius. My original part actually got destroyed and whipping it at me. Since then I just knew better to let the machine do its thing. Since I already sanded the top, I have to do the same sanding stages like earlier, starting with 120 grit and working my way up to 400 grit. Now I'm switching back to my 90-degree V-bit to mill the chamfer. I'm quite fond of this double-sided tape and it's been super tacky. It's kind of a hassle to use clamps, but in certain situations this is just one of those things where it just does a great job holding the stock down. I honestly never see these amber maple lumber around, and after applying the varnish, the amber really pops and gives it character. I know that these types of stock cuts are less desirable, but there's something about the amber color that just gives it life. Since then, I can't find this amber hard maple anywhere, or in large bulk. Post in the comments if you know where to find this amber sawn cut maple. I would like to make more projects using this species other than the lighter hard maple. Now that the boards are milled, I have to clean up the surfaces and edges before applying my finish. For my finish, I'm using the tried and true varnish, and I'm applying it on with a rag. Then I let it sit for a few hours, and then I came back with a clean rag to buff it up. Usually there's some spots that haven't fully dried, and I just take a clean rag and rub it in and buff it to evenly saturate the fibers. My Zen board makes for a really nice centerpiece. This can also be framed as decorative art. And post in the comments, I would love to hear your feedback. I really appreciate it if you made it this far in the video. Please give me a like and subscribe if you haven't already. As promised, since you made it all the way to the end, here's a 10% discount code which you can use for your next watch case purchase when you shop at my store at buythegrain.co. I'm hoping to get more watch case listings in the next few months, so be on the lookout, and thanks again, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!